We're doing a dramatic undercut, but leaving the top long for the meantime anyway. And so you can see the side we've done already. So we're gonna video it now. We'll hopefully be able to find the section we left out before. It is there more or less. So this is going to be left on the top, and then there's a little bit of a wispy side bit that's going to be left round the ear. So we just clip this out of the way, twist and get a good clip, and then it's always best you can always get your customer to help you by handy to have the clipper combs ready, which we don't always have. And then get the customer to ask when the other stylist is filming. So just basically, does that look about the same as the other side bit there? What do you think, Vicky? I'll put your glasses on a minute. Get as much help as you can, especially when you're getting an older hairdresser like me. Use other people's eyes.
Yeah, no, that does look about even. Yeah. Might be a little bit more.
That's why I was about to say slightly more on this side.
Oh well, that's good to have more than less.
Yeah.
Because it can always. It's always best to leave more than less. Unless it's somebody who insists on having less. Because sometimes people would rather have less hair on than more, but you find most people would rather be on the slightly cautious side. Just leaving those front wisps just in case. You want to keep them a bit, and then maybe just as we're going up with the number 4, just maybe chasing the hair slightly as you get to the top part of the head, to maybe leave a little bit of extra length just at the top bit. So as we go up, it's mainly all the number 4 at the back, but maybe just that top bit, just leave a little bit extra that might shape it down in a minute. And always be prepared at this point if you discover something. Oh, that bit hanging down at the back looks good. We could leave that, you see.
Yeah.
But maybe not this time.
Such a lovely feel when it goes.
Yeah. You can always raise money for charity if you've not had anything drastic done before.
Well, when the girl, after I'd grown it from the first time I'd done shaved, and she was a learning dresser, and I just said, well, you know, if it goes wrong, don't worry, we'll just shave the whole lot off again.
Yeah.
I think she felt really confident after that.
Yeah.
She ruined it, it didn't, you know, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, that's right.
It does make it a lot easier when you're training if you have somebody like that.
The only time I've ever been really disappointed was when I was growing out a perm. And it just got to that nice stage, and I just wanted to trim just to calm it down,
Yeah.
And the guy said, oh, I'm going to take a bit more, and I said, no, that's absolutely fine. And he took more and more, and then I ended up with no perm left in it.
Yeah.
And I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
That was the only time I got cheesed off.
Yeah.
And I'm usually quite, you know, easy going about.
Yeah, but it's nice when.
But so many times you can't even play with somebody in a hairdresser and say, well, I'm not, you know, maybe a bit of this and a bit of that. You know, like,
Yeah, no.
Do you want it cut or do you want it trimmed?
Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes hairdressers are, you know, under commercial pressure because, you know, they might have a boss who says like, well, you know, you shouldn't really be spending any more than 10 minutes cutting somebody's hair, you know what I mean? Because I mean, we're probably too far the other way, sort of thing. I mean, we need to be concerned with earning a bit of money, you know, and we charge you a bit of money today, obviously, for doing your hair, But I mean, if you look sad, we'll end up charging you less. But I mean,
I'll look sad. But also, I mean, really, this is the thing. It is a creative process.
yeah.
And so many people just got to be creative. And I've seen the hairdressers where everyone comes out almost with the same style.
Yeah. They're all like quick in, quick out, make your money type of thing.
Well, you might as well do another job if you just. Well, you have to put on an act otherwise if you want to earn loads of money as a hairdresser, because you've got to pretend that you're worth, £20,000 an hour, or whatever. That's probably more expensive than any hairdresser in the world, unless they're being sort of filmed for a video or something like that. But
But I know now. I don't ever go to like normal haircuts.
You think I'm abnormal?
You know what I mean? I don't go in those sort of walk-in ones because where I live, I'm living.
Well, you didn't hop in here. You walked in here, didn't you?
But in Tunbridge Wells, they charge by the hour, and they're £60 an hour. It's like what?
Gosh.
Well, I've got this plan to sort of like charge, like £10 for a haircut or whatever. I'm not saying I'm not worth more, and some people do give us more, but and then say, well, it's £10. It's £10 for your haircut, but if you have a Horlicks, your haircut's going to be £5,000. And then just one of these times I might have an eccentric person in who's got loads of money. Yeah, I'll have a Horlicks, Well, you know that the haircut's going to cost £5,000, so yeah, that's fine, I'll have a Horlicks.
And also they're judging that, how somebody wants, say, oh, it was a minimum that you pay me whatever you like. I think that's a nice way of doing it. Because then people really feel what value is.
Yeah, no.
And exchange and all sorts of things.
Yeah, no, we sort of like, we put that on the price list, we charge certain prices, but that doesn't mean, and if somebody's hard up, we'll do the hair free, but if otherwise, if somebody happens to be a multi-millionaire and we give them the best hairdo they've ever had, then I'm quite happy if they want to give us over 50 billion. We can always, give it away if we got too much. It's just like.
And I keep asking on the radio for people to give me a property so that I can start doing this urine therapy.
Urine therapy?
Yeah.
What's that then?
Drinking your pee.
Right.
Because it is the solution to it. It's a homeopathic remedy.
I've heard this before.
Yeah, it's incredible. And if you drink the first one of the morning, it's got all the information of everything that your body needs and where your body's at. But as an antidote, it's just incredible because, like, if you get stung by a scorpion or a snake or anything poisonous, literally pee in your hand straight away, put some in your mouth and hold it under your tongue, and it'll cure you and literally save your life.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And my friend, he gets anaphylactic shock when he eats, I think it's walnuts. And since he's been doing his urine, it's happened 4 times. Oh no, sorry, when he gets stung by a wasp.
Yeah.
He's been stung 4 times now, and instead of rushing off to hospital and having to have an EpiPen and you know what I mean, really serious shit.
Yeah.
The last 3 times he's drunk his pee and he sat there and he's waited, and 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes gone, he's been fine. Phenomenal. And then you could even take that pee after you've been stung and make a homeopathic remedy by diluting it down.
Right.
So then you could regularly take that, and so it would build your immunity up again.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So, but it must be a bit tricky, to order sometimes. And has it got to be that fresh wee that you've had that day, or can you carry a bottle around with you?
I know, I haven't been doing it now because I've been travelling, it's all been a bit awkward, like where I've been staying, and I haven't been getting enough water.
Yeah.
But I drink distilled water, and distilled water is the same as drinking your urine, but it just takes longer for it to work in the way that feeder.
Yeah.
And basically just clears everything out. So initially, I mean, you'll be amazed when you have a poo. The stuff that comes out is like black and it smells like plastic. And it's all the chemicals from, you know, from
that are clogged up inside
your
you.
body for years. Phenomenal what happens and how it changes everything. And people say, oh, I better get a good diet to start. But that's exactly not what you do. What you do is you start and then your diet becomes really good. Oh,
yeah.
I love the feel of that. That's a really
of your hair falling on top of it.
Oh, long on short. That's really odd.
We've dipped the. We're going to make a special circle. It's a snake eating itself, isn't it?
Yeah, Ouroboros.
Right, and you can tell us what it means in a minute. But basically, with just going to sneeze in the background. Sorry, that bit of drama. I'm going to sneeze again. Excuse me.
Right, pal.
Anyway,
sneezing and coughing.
Yeah, so basically we put this bleach in the yogurt pot and we're going to do a monoprint. camera person nearly tripped over then. But drama of Betty Tigers. Right, so we want to avoid the crown but still on the highest part of the head, so we just do a single thing. We'll probably balance and come out in the centre. And then we can go afterwards to it'll be slightly marked. That's gone pretty neat.
It has really good.
I might sit down and have a rest. So what we've got to do now is make this into a snake which is eating itself. Now, do you want it to start its meal at the bottom or the top?
I was just wondering that. I mean, I don't know if because we've got a whole circle, haven't we? And that's fine. So I think the snake's head should be at the top.
Well, well, I mean, it'll be just.
Because if it's at the side, it'll look imbalanced. So it has to be either at the bottom or the.
So is it eating it in a clockwise way?
That's the. I can't remember those pictures. That's the mouth and that's the tail.
Do you want to draw it on a bit of paper?
I think you want.
So you look
mouth
at that one that I.
Going that way, tail going in.
The one that I
way.
clicked is the one that I most want. The one with the tree in it. You look.
Okay, so basically, whichever way we're doing the snake, we're going to do a thin tail and a wider head.
Yeah.
So we're going to take this initial thing, because we did one of these for like an eclipse. This is how we did an eclipse before.
Oh, okay.
Somebody wanted a picture of the eclipse, but we broadened it out a little bit afterwards. Sorry. So yeah, so basically whichever way we decide where the head's going to be, so you can come in a bit and have a look at that.
Well, I think the head should be right at the top.
The head at the right to the top,
yeah,
and coming from this side then.
Yeah, I think that's. I will check.
Try not to touch your head. Yeah. All right then. So
we'll come back. Go.
Right. So we've. If you do a quick scout around, we've put blondes on the two long side bits we've left. We used 40 volume peroxide on those bits. We used 20 volume on the snake circle, and basically what I'm doing now is I'm just trimming. Basically, when we applied the bleach, I used a white hairpin, a plastic hairpin, and we brushed the bleach on, flowing with the way the hair grows, because it's easier to get the blonde going with the hair rather than against the hair. But there's a little bit of trimming that we want to make the tail of the snake, because the snake's supposed to be eating itself. Is it a snake or a serpent? So we're going to make the tail a little bit narrower and see if it needs any neatening around the head. I've already done a bit of neatening around here. So I've got my clippers and my scissors to to help me. So.
And they're going that way, aren't we? Head.
Yeah, that's already. You've already got your head.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Don't lose your head in crisis.
I'll try not to.
Right. So look up slightly.
To pee or not
Without
to pee?
without injuring your customer, always try and get them in a comfortable position for you to do your best work. But obviously, if they break the neck or something, it's not worth doing it. But it shouldn't be that drastic. So I'm using these little trimmers and being careful not to go right down to the head. So the idea is the tail of the snake is narrower than the head, so I might just need to slightly line it in, going very, very carefully, a little bit at a time. It's always better to do less than you think. I think the flippers are winding down. I might need to get them recharged a bit. At this point, Corporal Jones would say, "Don't panic, Captain Manring."
Hey, that darling.
Yeah. That's it. Now's the time to panic. No. We're just
bit of a pair on there as well.
Yeah. What, did you prepared earlier?
Yeah.
Tiny. Oh, okay.
So we're charging nothing in a bit. I mean, we've got the leak somewhere if it. So. The woman singing is Jamelia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're just letting the audience know, sort of. Yeah. So I might try and put a link to her website afterwards if you're interested in buying her music. I bought it at the festival.
Because I can't remember who usually sang that song. They've done a lot, I think. I'm just trying to think.
Moon River. Well, it was sung in Breakfast at Tiffany's by Audrey Hepburn, and then
Didn't even that girl that died?
Eva Cassidy.
Yeah.
Cassidy.
Yeah, I think she did it.
Yeah. And then it was Andy Williams, but I think maybe what do you call it?
Nice by a woman's voice, I think, somehow.
Yeah. Well, I think it. I like to hear. I think Audrey Hepburn, if it was her indeed that sang it in the film, because I saw a documentary once about.
I don't think she could sing.
I don't think she was that bad at singing actually, because she did actually sing some of the songs for My Fair Lady. And it didn't sound bad, but they decided to get somebody in who was a bit more famous for the singing. And but her and the guy who were singing the songs that were eventually sung by other people, I think they were a bit miffed because they thought they'd done a reasonable job, and it sounded to me like they sounded, but they wanted somebody who was a bit more famous for singing or something, or a bit more. Maybe slightly more accomplished, but it certainly sounded very good to me when I heard Audrey Hepburn. Because I bought, somebody gave me a CD of a DVD of the film My Fair Lady, and and that was on one of the discs saying about how they got other people to sing the songs that she was apparently singing in the film, but wasn't really because somebody else was singing it. But apparently the two characters did quite a good job. It was Freddie, I think it was, who played the guy who fell in love with Audrey Hepburn, the posh guy, and Audrey Hepburn herself. They both sang reasonable versions, but they decided after all that they needed somebody who was a bit more well, whatever they decided that the person wasn't quite what they wanted, singing wise. Although it sounded perfectly good to me.
That was the same with West Side Story, wasn't it?
The what?
Maria wasn't the singer. In
Oh,
West Side Story. Natalie Wood. She didn't sing.
No.
And there was another one that was quite famous, and the singer wasn't the singer. You think, oh, it's ridiculous, really.
Well, I mean, it's the whole story, isn't it? Really, I mean, it's what's best for the film. I mean, you might want somebody who looks like see the woman who sang so wonderfully in West Side Story might not have been a very good actress, for instance.
Yeah.
And so they wanted the, you know.
But then again, back in those days, you did everything. I mean, even now, when you see American actors and actresses, like, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, like I used to like Grey's Anatomy when that was on, and they did do one season or one episode where they were all singing.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have expected any of those girls to sing, and they all had spectacular voices.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's how they train them out there. If you become an actress, you still do dancing, singing, everything.
Yeah.
Because they just seem to have got quite lazy in England.
Hiya. Hiya.
You okay?
Hey, Elton, how you doing?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
When I move like this, Elton, all red goes on a red, you know, for window.
All right. Well,
Been playing a bit.
We'll probably stop for a minute,
and come back
then we'll come back when we got the, because it probably look even better when we got a bit of wax on. So and you'll and we'll show the final style with the blonde and everything.
Oh.
Right. So what we've done, we've left the long hair, and we've angled it down by.
That's it.
I like that because I can have it in quite, because I do play with my hair a lot.
We hid the blonde hair underneath so we could cut this down at an angle by spreading the hair on the flat of my hand to get quite a sharp angle there. Should be fairly sharp when we hold it properly. And then we just tickle the fringe a little bit, just take some thickness out. Is it looking short enough, your fringe?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think
we could take it on a test drive. So what about your side bits? You're gonna keep
I wonder whether it should just be a little bit more pointy.
Yeah?
Like that.
Yeah.
A bit shorter then.
Oh, I don't know. I'm doing that.
What do you think?
I think it needs to be either at that angle, so it's coming down.
Yeah. So
to the point,
do it a bit
or
more.
B and straight down.
Right.
One or t'other. But I think.
Well, if we start off making it a bit more pointy, and then the other one, you can do the other one afterwards, can't you? Might be you can take your specs off, and then we'll maybe video this side bit first, and then. So we're going to do the same on this side as well. So just angle it down a bit. Use the big pair of scissors and slowly snipping, give the hair a chance to escape. That way you're not moving it too much. Have a look at the angle of that one. Sorry.
Yes.
Alright, try and do something similar on the other side then. Well, you could turn around actually and then Aileen could stay there.
I think it might be better over there because sunlight,
go on then.
like shading bits of it, or that side.
So
That's better.
comb it down, and then it's usually easier to cut from behind, so I might come over the top of your head, hold on to my glasses, and again slow snipping. See. Have a look at that bit. Might need slight adjusting.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's similar.
I don't look whiskey-y, do I? Like I've got a beard.
No, you'd look like this.
No, I think it took a while to look like that. I wonder whether just a little bit higher there, I don't know.
Just a little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Why, slightly.
Tiny bit.
The customer is nearly always partially correct. I'll take my glasses off because when I'm putting my head down...
There's a right good effect on this at the moment. It's all like 8 seconds.
Alright. Some people say, oh, that assistant's been on drugs, but she's only had tea. Have a look.
Bit mushroom tea. Yeah.
So check the other one now.
Yeah. That's nice, soft and gentle, isn't it? And I love that I can have lots of blonde in there.
Good.
Or I can have...
Yeah.
What we might do now is just put a little bit of wax on this to... do you want to do the waxing bit?
Yeah.
I'll hold the camera.
And of course I haven't even did my back yet, have I?
Yeah, well, it might be.
That's the big
You might be disgusted and never want to come again.
Done.
Well, I hope you forgive us anyway.
No, if I hate it, it just have to go to 0.
Yeah. So, just stroke the snake or so. That's it. Go with the way it's going.
Yeah.
That's it. To the left and to the right, and then it'll pick out the definition of it a bit more. I better hold the camera right. That's it. A little bit in the fringe will help keep it over at the side. And we'll take some photographs afterwards so you can see the final result. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we're going to put a link to this lady's art and her mum's art as well at the bottom, and then you can be able to, and probably the urine research centre or whatever it is.
Critical mass rate.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not getting older now. I don't necessarily pay attention all the time. Anyway, nice to do your hair. We'll take a photograph in a bit. Bye.